Alright, so on this episode of Cooking with Tony Bear, we're going to go back and revisit the Flint style Coney sauce video that I posted a couple years ago. After doing some searching online, I finally found a recipe that actually calls for beef heart and kidneys, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So it took a while. I had to do some searching here in the San Francisco Bay Area. I finally found a place in San Francisco on Mission Street. It's called 4505 Meats. They were able to supply me with the beef kidney that I needed as well as the heart. So now that I've got the ingredients, I'm going to give this recipe a try, see how it comes out, and then we'll do a taste test at the end. And so this will be the this will become the meat that goes into the Coney sauce. And then I'm also going to, using my GoPro, I'm going to videotape the grinding process because it should be kind of fun to watch it back in slow motion. The next trick is to put in, to melt 4 tablespoons of butter and 4 tablespoons of shortening of lard. I've got my ground beef, ground chuck, and then my ground heart and kidney. So I'm going to melt that up. And then I'm going to put in my unspeakables in here as well. And we'll get that going here. So this recipe calls for very basic kind of spices. One of these is minced garlic. See here, it's about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I also have ground mustard seed, that is approximately 2 tablespoons. Then we have chili powder and paprika. So it's about 5 tablespoons of chili powder and 3 tablespoons of paprika. And then you also use salt and pepper to kind of taste, to season it for taste. When you actually start the whole thing off, you actually start with some butter and lard, or shortening. In this case, I use Crisco, and you put that in the bottom of the pan, and then you melt the butters, melt the oils. Stir that up. Add a little bit more garlic than I probably needed, but I don't know about you guys, I like garlic. So after about 10 minutes, this is what I got so far. It's a little bit crumbly. I actually went back and we pulled out a little bit left of the heart and kidney, which has been kind of stuck in the grinder. So, but this is what I got. A little bit trying to kind of come together. It looks pretty good, actually. And I'm just pulling the paprika and the chili powder out ready to put in there for the next phase. All right, so we've had about 45 minutes. Most of the oil has kind of broken down. So I'm going to put in the paprika, which I have about 3 tablespoons of paprika. There. And then I've got 5 teaspoons of chili powder piece. So we're going to put that in. And then I've got a little bit of pepper. Just going to kind of throw in there a little bit. And then salt. So that's probably way too much salt. But the last one was last batch I made of this was a little bit too not salty enough. So had to add more after the fact. And the recipe doesn't actually say it, says salt and pepper to taste. So try to down a little bit too. So that would be it, actually. It's done. It's been about 45 minutes, so we're going to taste test and see how it tastes. You can kind of see it looks kind of crumbly and everything. It looks pretty good. We'll see how it tastes with the heart and kidney in it. So. Pretty good. This is the mixture after I got done with it. It looks great. I mean, this looks great. Like I said, it's not the fact that I know it's in it. It's like, you know, when you grind up the hot dogs, you don't really know what's in it. So you don't really, yeah, it's just, this looks great. I mean, the texture and everything is perfect here. It tastes very good too. Now the sauce is kind of set overnight, and so when I got done with it, this is kind of what it looks like. This turned out a little bit chunkier, I think, because of the grind setting I put it on. But as far as the hot dogs go, I'm not using Kogels. I don't have Kogels available, but I do have a nice natural casing hot dog that I was able to get here in Northern California. So those are good. And again, I'll put these in. Put a little bit of the Coney sauce on there. A little bit of the onions. And a little bit of the mustard. And that is a traditional, authentic Flint style Coney sauce recipe.